God is a state of being, not a figure in the sky. For too long, we've been taught to see God as a distant figure, separate from us, watching from the heavens. But what if this idea is completely wrong? What if God isn't a figure to pray to, but a state of being, a divine presence within each of us? The truth is more empowering than we've been led to believe. God is not out there waiting for us. God is in here, within our very essence. And we can experience this divine presence in every moment of our lives. It's time to stop looking for God outside and start recognizing the divine power already within us. 1. The illusion of separation. Understanding the divine connection. When we step back and look at the world through the lens of awareness, we begin to notice something remarkable. The separation we feel, whether it's between us and others, us and nature, or even us and the universe, is nothing more than an illusion. This is a deep, profound truth. The idea that we're separate from the divine or each other is simply a construct of the mind. Think of it like a mirror that distorts your reflection. The real connection with divinity is always there, just hidden beneath the veil of what we perceive. In the end, there's only one consciousness, one force flowing through everything. This illusion is like a cloud blocking the sun. Beneath it, the sun's warmth is constant, just as the divine's presence is constant. The key is to recognize that our true nature is not separate from this divine flow. We are it, as much as it is us. When you begin to live with the awareness that you're connected to this higher force, you can start to feel a sense of peace and belonging that transcends any momentary fears or doubts. That feeling of oneness is the real you, the part of you that's always been in perfect alignment with divinity. For example, when you're in nature, it's easier to feel this connection. Ever noticed how a walk through the woods or by the ocean brings peace? That's not just the beauty of nature, it's the divine presence in all things. The trees, the wind, the sky, they are all extensions of the same consciousness that flows within you. They remind you that you are never truly separate. This is the moment to stop and breathe it all in, knowing that in each breath you are part of something much larger than yourself. The real awakening begins when we let go of the idea of separation. This opens up the door to a life of alignment with our true essence. When we understand that divinity is not distant, but is right here within us, every moment becomes an opportunity to connect, reflect, and act in accordance with that higher truth. It's in recognizing this unity that we begin to embody the divine essence, starting to break free from the illusion of separation and moving toward a deeper awareness of our connection to all things. This process, while profound, sets the stage for the next realization: the God within. 2. God within, exploring the inner essence of divinity. The truth is, God isn't somewhere up in the sky or locked away in some temple. No, the divine is within us all, in every moment and in every breath. This inner essence, your true nature, is an eternal presence, a part of the greater consciousness that flows through the universe. It's easy to forget this in the hustle and bustle of daily life, but when you pause, take a breath, and connect inward, you begin to realize that divinity is not a distant force. It is the very core of who you are. This inner God is a reflection of the divine that exists in everything. The challenge is that many of us are conditioned to look outward for the divine, often seeking approval, love, or validation from external sources. But the real key is recognizing that everything you need is already within you. You have the power, the wisdom, and the love of the universe inside of you. You just need to awaken to it. Imagine going through your day, knowing that every decision, every action, and every thought is guided by the wisdom of this inner essence. That's the power of tapping into your true self. When you stop seeking outside yourself for the answers and start listening to your inner voice, the connection becomes clear. It's like finding the perfect compass that always leads you in the right direction. One simple practice to begin recognizing this inner essence is through daily meditation. Even just a few minutes of quiet reflection, focused on your breath, can help you tap into the wisdom and peace that reside within. This isn't some mystical, unreachable goal. It's right here, right now, waiting for you to tune in. In the journey of self-discovery, it's crucial to understand that this inner essence is not just something to acknowledge, but something to embody. As you align with your true nature, you begin to live in harmony with the greater consciousness. It's a living, breathing connection that continually guides you to your highest potential. And as you deepen your understanding of this, you'll realize the significance of the next step, moving beyond external beliefs and recognizing the limitations of religious imagery. 3. The limitations of religious imagery, breaking free from external concepts. Religious imagery can be a beautiful thing, but it can also be limiting when we begin to mistake it for the whole truth. Many traditions offer us a framework for understanding the divine, often through symbols, deities, and images of gods and angels. While these symbols are helpful for many, they can also create barriers between us and the true essence of divinity. The challenge arises when we start believing that the divine can only be understood through these images, neglecting the fact that the divine is much more vast and formless than any symbol can capture. Take a moment and think about how we often externalize God, somewhere far away in a distant heaven or locked in an ancient book. This way of seeing the divine limits us to viewing it as something separate from us, something to be worshipped from a distance. The truth, however, is that divinity isn't confined to a temple or a figure. It's the energy that flows within every moment, within every action, and within every part of the universe. By breaking free from the confines of external religious imagery, we open ourselves to the unlimited power of the divine that's already present within. For instance, imagine the difference between praying to a distant God versus realizing that the divine is within you, flowing through your heart and mind. This understanding completely transforms your relationship with divinity. Instead of seeing it as something you must plead with or appease, you start to realize that you can walk in alignment with it, live through it, and express it in your everyday actions. This shift moves us away from external concepts and into an intimate relationship with the inner divinity that is always present, waiting to be acknowledged. It's not about rejecting religious practices or symbols altogether, but rather understanding their role in pointing us toward the deeper truth. Once you break free from the limitations of external concepts, you are free to experience the divine as it truly is, an infinite presence deeply intertwined with the fabric of your being. This opens the door to the next step, recognizing the power of awareness in tapping into your true nature. 4. The power of awareness, tapping into your true nature. Awareness is the key that unlocks the door to your true self. The more present you are in each moment, the more you begin to tap into the vastness of your own consciousness. When you're aware, you move beyond the noise of the mind, the chatter that tries to distract you from your true nature. You begin to see life through a different lens, not as a series of random events, but as an interconnected web of divine energy. With this awareness, you start to recognize that every moment is an opportunity to connect to something much greater than yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the drama of daily life, isn't it? But the power of awareness lies in your ability to step back and observe it without being swept away by it. For example, think of a stressful situation at work. Instead of reacting impulsively, if you take a deep breath and simply observe the feelings that arise, you create space between the stimulus and your response. This space allows your true essence to shine through, unclouded by emotional reactions or ego-driven thoughts. It's in this moment of awareness that you can choose to respond in alignment with your higher nature, rather than being controlled by your circumstances. The more you practice being aware of your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings, the more you connect with your true nature. One way to develop this awareness is by starting a daily mindfulness practice. Even 5 minutes of focusing on your breath or observing your thoughts can help you cultivate this state of presence. When you bring your awareness to the present moment, you open the door to greater alignment with the divine energy that flows within you. It's in this space of presence that you begin to experience the fullness of who you really are. Living in this state of awareness means that you are no longer lost in the illusion of separation. You are attuned to the truth that you are connected to everything, to every person, and to the entire universe. This awareness brings you into alignment with your true essence and opens the door to the next realization, living as a reflection of the divine. 5. Being in alignment. Living as a reflection of the divine. Living in alignment with your true essence means embracing the flow of divinity within every aspect of your life. When you're aligned, every action, thought, and decision is guided by the inner wisdom of your soul. It's like tuning an instrument to the perfect pitch. Once you're in tune with your true self, everything around you starts to harmonize. Living in alignment is not about striving for perfection, but rather about being in tune with the divine rhythm that is already present within you. It's the realization that the universe is not something to conquer, but something to dance with. Being in alignment doesn't mean life will be free of challenges, but it does mean you'll approach them with a sense of peace and clarity. When you're aligned, you're less likely to be swayed by external circumstances or the fluctuations of the mind. For example, when life throws you a curveball, maybe a job loss or a relationship challenge, you won't be overwhelmed by panic or confusion. Instead, you'll trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and you'll approach the situation with a calm confidence, knowing that you're always guided by the divine within. To stay aligned, it's essential to regularly check in with yourself. This might look like taking a moment each day to pause, breathe, and ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my true self? If you feel out of alignment, it's a sign to recenter. This could involve revisiting your intentions, meditating, or even adjusting your actions to ensure they reflect the highest expression of your inner essence. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to stay connected to your true nature, and the more effortless life flows. Alignment isn't a destination, it's an ongoing process of attuning yourself to the divine essence that is within you. As you continue on this journey, you'll discover that each moment offers the opportunity to live as a true reflection of the divine. And with this alignment, you move closer to understanding the next truth, the eternal soul, and its connection to universal consciousness. 6. The eternal soul. Our unseen connection to universal consciousness. The concept of the eternal soul is one of the most profound realizations we can have on our spiritual journey. Unlike the temporary physical body, the soul is timeless, indestructible, and connected to the universal consciousness that flows through all of existence. This deep connection transcends the boundaries of time, space, and even individual identity. Your soul is not separate from the vastness of the universe. It is an integral part of it, forever intertwined with the divine force that creates and sustains all life. When we begin to understand the eternal nature of our soul, we begin to see ourselves as more than just a body or a mind. We are the essence of the universe itself, experiencing life through the lens of human consciousness. This realization brings a sense of peace, knowing that we are not bound by the fleeting circumstances of this world. We are eternal beings, connected to the infinite consciousness that flows through all things, both seen and unseen. This understanding shifts the way we view life. What once seemed like obstacles or challenges now become opportunities to align more deeply with our true nature. For instance, Consider the fear of death. The soul's eternal nature dissolves this fear because we know that death is simply the transition of the soul to a new phase of existence. This awareness allows us to live more fully in the present moment, without the anxiety that often comes with thinking about an uncertain future. When you live with the awareness of your eternal soul, you approach life from a place of security and trust in the divine flow, knowing that you are part of something much larger than your temporary human experience. As you deepen your connection to the eternal soul, you begin to recognize that this soul is not isolated. It is a thread in the vast web of universal consciousness. The more you align with this truth, the more you feel the interconnectedness of all life. This understanding prepares you for the next realization, how to embody God in every moment, recognizing the divine in everything you do. 7. Embodying God, recognizing divinity in every moment and action. Embodying God isn't about adopting a set of rituals or beliefs. It's about recognizing the divine in every aspect of your life, in every moment, and in every action. The true power of divinity lies not in how we think about it, but in how we live it. When you begin to see yourself as a reflection of the divine, every action, every thought, and every word becomes a way to express the sacred energy within you. The divine isn't something you wait for or pray to from a distance. It's already within, and it's through your actions that you bring it into the world. This shift in perspective changes everything. You begin to act with intention, knowing that you are a vessel of the divine in every interaction. Whether you're helping a friend, working on a project, or simply walking through your day, you do so with the awareness that you are channeling divine energy. It's like turning your daily tasks into sacred rituals, where everything you do is an opportunity to express the love, wisdom, and peace of the divine within you. One powerful way to embody God is by practicing mindfulness throughout the day. Whether it's taking a few moments to breathe and center yourself before a meeting, or consciously choosing to be kind and compassionate in your interactions, these small actions align you with your true essence. Another approach is to bring more gratitude into your life by recognizing the divine in all things, whether it's in the food you eat, the people you encounter, or the experiences you have. You bring divinity into your day-to-day existence. The more you embody this awareness, the more you become a living expression of divinity in the world. It's not about perfection, but about continuously choosing to reflect the love, peace, and wisdom that flow through you. This process opens the door to a deeper realization of your oneness with the divine and the interconnectedness of all things. From here, the journey continues as you dive deeper into the awareness of your true essence, aligning more fully with the eternal soul and universal consciousness. If you want to elevate your vibrations and manifest with more ease, I have prepared something special for you. Click the link in the first pinned comment and join us in the journey of awakening your inner mage.